What's up guys, Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. As you can see, I'm back in my favorite spot, San Francisco Pier 39, and of course behind me is the famous Alcatraz. And so I guess later on this afternoon we're going to be taking a cruise around Alcatraz. But look at this. No, on the news they've been talking about the shipping container that got caught up in the canal. Now this isn't that shipping container because it was going to Europe or to East Asia or somewhere. But just the thing about it, now if you check out this container, now you have more of an idea like the size of the shipping container that they was actually talking about. And so look at that container. Now the container they said it got stuck, I think it may be about 3-4 times that size. So can you imagine? Look how huge that container is. That's a huge container. So the one that actually got stuck, like I said, about 3-4 times that size. So, and I guess, you know, trying to fight with the winds and stuff because of the way that those things rock back and forth and everything because of the waves and winds. So that's the reason that they had been dealing with trying to get it unstuck. Now, talking about what we're doing today, we was talking about Tesla, and then we were talking about actually Tesla stock, you know, and someone asked me, would I buy Tesla stock? And the thing about it, Tesla stock is real expensive. So like you buying 1 or 2 shares and then you can blow your whole budget, you know, if you don't have not working with a whole lot of money. However, there is a better alternative. There's actually 10 stocks that you can buy that is better than Tesla, and I promise you, you will be able to leverage your money much better and everything. But before we get into that, I wanted you all to take a look at the city behind us. This is San Francisco behind us. Isn't that cool? So up, you know, going up those hills and stuff, and man, those are some steep hills and stuff. But I like it out here. I really appreciate being out here and everything, you know. But I just wanted to show you all like some of the city, and I'll show you more of some of the city in another video. But let's get back to talking about whether you should invest in Tesla stock or is there a better alternative. And the reality is yes, there's a better alternative to the Tesla stock. And here's 10 stocks that I truly think that are better than Tesla, and you can leverage your money. Even if you have a small budget, you can leverage your money better. But let's look at, okay, for us people, when they talk about Tesla, most that come to mind is Tesla, the car, right? So, okay, let's just look at the components of a Tesla car before we talk about the stock, all right? So, with the Tesla car, you have the motor, you have the battery, you have the wheels, you have the braking system, you have the charging port, okay? Those are some of the most biggest components, right? Now, just think about it. Instead of buying 1 or 2 shares of Tesla stock, why not invest into buying stocks into those different components? So instead of buying 1 share or 2 share of Tesla, you invest into the company that sells a Tesla the motor. You invest into the company that sells the minerals to help create the battery for Tesla. You invest into the company that sells Tesla the wheels, the windshield, you know, the braking system, the charging port. Those are the companies you really want to invest in, and I'm going to tell you why. That not only are they cheaper, but it makes more sense because those same companies are not only selling to Tesla, but they're selling to other companies, and because more companies are actually getting into the electric business. So now you got Volkswagen that's coming for Tesla's throat, right? So Volkswagen turning their whole system over to electric cars. Then you have GM. that's coming out with a line of electric vehicles. Then you have Ford. Okay, then you have your other independent companies that are coming out with their own electric vehicles and everything, right? So in terms of like, if we're just looking at Tesla, the car on the stock value, I don't think it's worth the investment. However, the companies that sell these parts to Tesla, they're actually selling these parts to other companies as well. So that's the reason that I say that you would actually make more money by investing into these other companies than buying a Tesla stock. Now also, let's think of this. Okay, Tesla uses plastic, aluminum, copper, rubber, steel, silver, right? So Tesla uses all those, as well as titanium as well. Now, let's think about this. What are some of the main components that Tesla need, right? Silver for its batteries and stuff, right? Now, remember when Elon Musk, he was actually talking about encouraging people to buy Bitcoin and Dogecoin and stuff like right? So here's the thing about it. While he's trying to encourage people to buy Dogecoin and Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and stuff that actually doesn't have a physical value, you can't hold it, right? It's tangible. It's not tangible, right? But however, how come he didn't tell you all to buy more silver? See, because think about it. He needs silver for his batteries, okay? And if he tells people to go out and buy silver, the price of silver goes up, and so it's going to cost him more to make the battery. So you have to understand, like when people like that, they're suggesting or playing around and suggesting that you buy certain things, you need to understand, why are they saying this? How come he didn't tell you, hey, if I were you, I would buy mineral type of stocks and stuff like that. Stuff that actually, where the end product actually comes from. So if he would have said, hey, buy the iron, the ore, the steel, those type of stocks that actually mine the stuff, mining type of stocks, then I would think that he was actually looking out for you. But when he tells you to buy Dogecoin, Bitcoin and stuff like that, stuff that's already overinflated, it's like, well, you're not going to, a lot of people is being pushed out of the market, or those people with some money to invest into the market, they're like, well, okay, all right. But the thing about it, looking at it, you have more diversification. That's the reason I tell people, instead of investing into 1 or 2 shares of Tesla stock, why don't you look at the components of all the minerals and stuff that Tesla actually needs to make up a Tesla car, or the Tesla battery, things of that nature. Even like the Tesla roofs, right? Okay, they still need silicone, rubber, and stuff like that. So those are just some more of those things that I want you to think about. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Is this not amazing? I always wanted to really see, like, up close. This is something super amazing, and it's exciting because I always wanted to see this up close. Wow.
It's from Beijing. It's from Beijing.
And the thing about it, it's from Beijing. So this barge is either coming from Beijing or going to Beijing. One of the two. But oh my God, look at it. So anybody into Jordan sneakers, there's your Jordan sneakers on there. So if you got a late package, maybe what are they, that women clothing that everybody's buying or whatever. Yeah, that Sheen or something like that. There you go. This is the clothing and stuff that are on these type of ships. Look how huge that is. How cool is that? I never in my life seen something like this, and this is definitely worth it, just hanging out, being able to experience this. Wow, look how huge that is. Now again, like I said, now you can understand the size of what they're dealing with over in the canal of the barges. So you see this here one coming this way, then you see the one that's going out that way, right? So imagine, I guess, putting 2 of those together. Well, actually 3 or 4 of those together.
Bigger than Alcatraz.
So as a matter of fact, if you look at it, this thing is like almost bigger than Alcatraz. Isn't that something? Wow. Again, talking about where the minerals and stuff come from. So all those minerals and stuff, you know, products, chemicals and stuff like that, they're coming in on barges and stuff like that. Why not buy into that type of product and everything, raw materials, instead of buying the final goods made? Because when you buy the final goods made, again, you focus on one product. Why not diversify with your stocks instead of just buying the Tesla for the Tesla car or whatever, actually buying the actual raw materials that actually make up the car? Because again, those companies more likely won't go out of business, and you're diversified, and you have a better opportunity to buy more of those stocks at a cheaper price. Plus you have a better dividend coverage, and which I'm not going to get into that, but nonetheless, I think it's pretty awesome to be able to see something like that up close. So this is Houston with Three-Way Funding. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.